my mom, Jill. We are the authors of the Dining on a Dime cookbook. Now, when you go to the website livingonadime.com to purchase this wonderful money-saving book right here, first trip to the grocery store, you'll save. This may or may not be the cover. We are in the process of getting a different edition, and so this may or may not be it. I'll put a picture of what it looks like now. If this is later, livingonadime.com. You can eat better, spend less right away, and we have tons of free recipes and tips. And some of those are our iced tea recipes, which is our number 2 article every summer since we've had it out for like 10 years. We got the question, what are some refreshing drinks for summer that you can have? Several are in here. Sweet tea.
Yeah, we've got a lot.
You don't have to pay for sweet tea, people.
Oh my goodness. I have a heart
we just
attack.
about have a cow every time we see somebody with sweet tea.
I went and I figured the numbers, so I don't know if I have them memorized quite right. But the general idea, I figured it was something like, what did I think? It cost 10 cents, I think is what it was, to make your own, compared to the same amount that you would pay for like $1.69 a bottle. If you got a packet of 6 bottles, that would be what? Almost $10.
I'm looking right now.
You're looking?
Yeah, so a gallon is $2.86.
Okay, to make
bottles.
To make a gallon, it would be not quite 20 cents.
Yep.
It would be almost 50
and
cents.
If you get the bottles, the individual bottles, it's almost $5.
So how much was that again? The first one?
Well, some of these are people
Yeah,
actually
that's
pay
what I said.
$6 for bottled tea.
For tea, that's what I'm saying. Compared to pennies, literally pennies, less than a dime for the same amount.
Get it together, people.
That's why I keep hollering about people buying. You run and you go. Besides that they buy, you go through McDonald's, you go to the convenience store, and you buy a $2 container thing. People are buying that all the time.
Yeah. And
when you can just bring one from home, you take it to work, you stop on the way to work to get you a large iced tea, or at lunch you get you a large iced tea.
So you're paying $6 instead of 10 to 20 cents.
Yeah.
That's
and what's good
difference.
Is like with the iced tea, if you're taking it to work for lunch, freeze half of it in a container, and that morning before you leave, top it off with the rest of it, so you got it nice and cold for whenever.
Doesn't get diluted.
Yeah, it doesn't get diluted for when.
If you can't do that, then make it double strength, and then add ice halfway.
Yeah, and then you can add ice. So, can I go through?
Yeah.
How to make the iced tea real quick?
Yeah.
Will that work? I think people buy the bottled water or bottled iced tea and everything like that because they think it's so much work, or they just don't know how to do it. And it's one of the easiest things to make. And I see so many people, when they make the iced tea, they have to make a simple syrup, they think, which you get a pan out, and a simple syrup is adding equal parts of like sugar and water, and you heat it up, and so the sugar will all dissolve.
I'm sorry, these bloggers make this stuff so ridiculously
so
complicated. You're
no
just
wonder
like,
you
seriously,
guys don't
people?
want to do this. You
I
know, it's and people follow along and think that's the only way. So here you've got a pan now with the simple syrup. Then you get another pan out and put a whole like 2 quarts. If you're making 2 quarts, you get a 2-quart pan, big pan out. Fill it with water and boil it. And as soon as it gets boiling, they drop the tea bags in. Then they get a pitcher out, and then they pour the simple syrup and the tea all, and it splashes, makes a mess. I wouldn't want to make sweet tea like that. So the way I do it is I get my 2-quart pitcher. I just dump 3 tea bags in, the small tea bags in, and I do 3/4 cup of sugar. I do a 1/4 cup for every tea bag. You can adjust the sugar. Don't say it's too sweet.
The recipe is in the description below.
You can adjust it to what you want. Then, after I get that dumped in, I boil water. I don't have to boil 2 quarts of water. I just boil 2 or 3 cups of water. It goes faster doing it that way. Once that boils, I pour it into the pitcher.
Straight into the pitcher.
It's
okay.
Yeah. I put it in the pitcher. That pan's not dirty. I don't have to wash. So far, I have no pans to wash. I just have a pitcher. And I let it just steep for about 5 minutes, that hot water. Then I stir it when I first pour it in.
It dissolves the sugar.
And it dissolves the sugar just like it does with a simple syrup. So that is all taken care of. And then I do the small amount of hot water because if I'm in a hurry sometime to use it, I don't have a whole lot of hot water to cool down. I can just add tap water then and fill it up the rest of the way. Usually I fill up a 2 quart to 1.5 quarts. That way, if I pour it over ice cubes or something, it doesn't water it down. And it is so crazy. And I'm going to give you a couple more examples here, but my drinks, like KoolAid, I'm thinking, this is what I'm famous for, folding a fitted sheet and KoolAid. My recipe, people ask me for my recipe for KoolAid. Is that not crazy? But the main secret is not doing the whole 2 quarts of water, doing 1.5 quarts of water, especially if you're going to pour it over ice cubes. Lemonade. I make the powdered mixed lemonade the same way. I don't make it quite as strong. And Ellie had some when she was at my house the other day. She said, Nan, you add extra sugar in this, don't you? Well, of course I add extra sugar in it. My grandkids need all the sugar they can get. But I don't add very much. Just, like a quarter cup to 2 quarts of the lemonade. But what's good about that is I take the plastic bottles I save, pour half in. I keep them in the freezer. This is why it's refreshing for summer. I keep it in the freezer. When we're ready to use it, I take it out and top it off with the rest of the lemonade. This is great for taking in the car because by the time you travel for an hour or two, that starts getting slushy in there and melting and everything. The kids love this to take in the car with them. So that's lemonade. One last one, and this is a little bit more, but it is, I take a can of grape juice concentrate, and I keep it in my freezer door, and I get a 2 liter thing of ginger ale. I usually do this around 4th of July because it goes on sale for 59 cents. I'll buy one of those and keep the ginger ale in the refrigerator. When I want something really super refreshing, I take a large, it's probably about a 12 to 16 ounce cup, and I will take a big huge scoop, maybe 2 tablespoons of the grape juice concentrate just straight out of the freezer door, drop it in to the cup and pour the ginger ale on top. And that makes, it sounds maybe sweet, but it's not. It makes a really refreshing drink. It's hard to describe it. And so those are a couple of my standards, that I use for summer for good drink.
So that's how you make refreshing drinks. Go to the description below. We have all of our tea recipes right there.
And other drinks too.
livingonadime.com. Check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook while you're there. We will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.